Concerns have been raised over the eThekwini Municipality's infrastructure repairs project. The municipality plans to borrow a whopping 1.5 billion rand in order to fix and replace infrastructure damaged or washed away during storms in the province earlier this year. But there's been major pushback from numerous ratepayers associations around this. They say this is a reflection of the municipality's failures and poor management. Chairperson of the Reservoir Hills Ratepayers and Residents Association, Prahladh, joins me now for more on this conversation. Good afternoon. I've got to thank you for your time. So what is it about this intention to borrow 1.5 billion rand doesn't sit well with you?
Well, it's a simple thing that, sorry, can you hear me?
My apologies. I'm told you don't have your camera on. Can I ask you to do that? Just switch that on, so that we see you.
1 minute.
All of South Africa can't wait to see you. Your legions of fans want to see you.
Okay.
Right? Do you have that sorted out?
Right. Yeah, we got that sorted out now.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead. The city wants to borrow 1.5 billion rand, and on paper they are saying that they want to fix the infrastructure that is needed, critically needed by the city and residents. So what is it about this that doesn't sit well with you?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead.
Okay. The first thing is, this money that which they're going to borrow, who is going to pay that back? So it seems like the money they're going to borrow is going to come out of the ratepayers' coffers. So that means we are still going to pay higher rates, higher electricity bills, higher water bills, etc., to cover this loan. This is not on. It's a simple solution. Now it's the ratepayers should now get involved in this running of the municipality. The municipality has failed us, and they have actually failed dismally. So now I think every ratepayers association from individual towns should get involved in running of their town. Because you look at Reservoir Hills, the infrastructure is totally dead. It is bad. Our roads, we had floods in April, we had to fix the roads ourselves. We had floods in April. I had to get the businessmen to help me to clear the roads. What are we paying rates for? What are we paying all these huge bills for? This is not on. Now I think the whole of eThekwini should get on the bandwagon now, all the ratepayers association to get together and say to the municipality, now we will decide what we are going to do with our money. We will get the contractors, we will watch what's going on. And this thing about 30,000 faults over 3 months, that's 10,000 faults. So that means what they're actually doing is one fault is being done 10 times. That's not on. Really, that's not on. I think the ratepayers associations need to come on board, not sit there and say, yes, let eThekwini steal. No, we need to come on there and say, right, let's get together. And let's get the act together.
What do you say to the argument that says this is borrowing that was already factored into the budget? I've seen that argument being made to say that the city had already said in its budget that is approved that as part of what we want to do in terms of infrastructure, we will have to borrow 1.5 billion rand, and there's nothing new here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. This borrowing and in the budget, you know what? I think it just falls off the sky. This thing about budget, etc. Unfortunately, our councillors of our area have no say in this budget. They come in and they say to you, this we need to do. They don't know. There is nothing foreseen in the budget for floods. Okay? And where is that all of a sudden, where does this budget come from? Where does this budget come from? This budget should have been open to the ratepayers associations and saying to them, there is a budget for flood, there is a budget for this, there is a budget for that. But nothing like that. All of a sudden, they're borrowing money. On whose strength? on the ratepayers' strength. That's not on. Our bills have trebled. Our rates have trebled. What the hell for? Who is trebling this, and where is all this money going to? We need answers. That's why I said the Ratepayers Association need to work independently with eThekwini on their own areas and find out what are you doing for my area. Like me, what are you doing for Reservoir Hills? At the moment, they're doing zilch for Reservoir Hills.
So it then leads me to this question, as you are asking those questions about consultation, about where this idea of borrowing comes from, and every municipality is required to have an integrated development plan process for every plan that is being put in place, long before it evolves into actual programs that are being pursued and budgets that are committed. There's an IDP process. So you asking this question, the questions you ask, makes me wonder if there isn't a IDP process that you, as residents, have been participating in?
Sorry, I lost you a little bit.
Yeah, Ish, the essence of my question is, I'm wondering why you are raising these questions when every city, every municipality is required to have an integrated development plan process, IDP. Didn't you raise these issues within the IDP? Didn't you have this understanding within the IDP all along?
No, and
all right, Ish, we do seem to have some challenges with that connection to Ish Prahladh there from Reservoir Hills Ratepayers Association, just weighing in on the plans by the city of eThekwini to borrow some 1.5 billion rand to help with the repairs and upgrades to infrastructure. Much of it has been ravaged by the floods that happened earlier on in the year.